Hi, we are going to discuss about the balanced parenthesis. So balanced parenthesis is one of the important applications that we use in our mainly in expressions, in a mathematical expressions or in a representing mathematical expressions in a programming languages or anywhere else. We need to check whether the expression is clearly balanced or not. So for this, we can illustrate in such a way that if there is an opening bracket, there must be a corresponding closing bracket. If the match is found, then we can say the parentheses are balanced or else it is unbalanced. And here, for implementing this, we are just going to implement the balanced parenthesis as an application of a stack. So that means a stack is needed. So the stack is already we have defined in previous videos. We can watch that. So now we are going to make use of every element of a stack that we have defined, every member, every data variable. We are going to make use from the stack TS class. So that we are going to use it here for a stack, and also the remaining thing we are going to make use. And the basic concept here is we are going to uh, pass the expression, whether that means the string of parentheses into the function, and the function will scan the string one by one. Okay, as it scans the string, the character of a string, each character of a string. If it is a opening bracket, we are going to put it onto the stack. And if it is going to be a closing bracket, we are going to pop the element from the stack. And before we do that, we ensure that the stack is not empty. So we have a function to check whether the stack is empty or not. So like this, for the entire string, we will iterate. And at the end, we find out whether the stack is empty or not, because we'll be continually stuck, whenever we find a open closing bracket, we'll be popping out. As we pop out, we find that whether the stack is empty or not. If the stack is empty, and some of the variables also we are going to make use, if it is stack is going to be empty, then we say that it is balanced parenthesis, otherwise it is unbalanced. So let us look into the implementation. So as I told you, now it's defined as a function called parenthesis balanced, and it is using argument of type argument st. We are going to pass the string into it, and for a stack, we define the stack object called s from the stack class. And also we for a loop iteration, we use the index variable I, which is initialized to 0. Then for a local purpose, we use one variable called match that is set to true, and this match is going to control the entire execution or algorithm. Now we start the iteration of the string to the entire length of the string. So as long as the I is less than length of the string and the matched is true, then the following statements are going to execute. So what are the following statements? I think with the conditions and also the algorithm, basic algorithm implementation, where when you find that the scanned character is a opening bracket, we push it onto the stack. So if it is an opening bracket, we push it onto the stack. Okay. Then if it is a closing bracket, so if it is a opening bracket, we will push it onto the stack. And if it is a closing bracket, that means the closing bracket is there in the string only, we will pop it out. We'll pop it from the stack. So before we pop, we ensure that the stack is not empty. If the stack is empty, that there is nothing to check, so we'll set the match is equal to false, and immediately that execution will be terminated. Otherwise, we'll continue to execute the loop with the increment of I value. So as this process is getting completed, either match is set to false or the entire length of the string is reached. Then at the end, what we do, we check the condition whether match is true and the stack is empty. Because when you pop it out, as we keep on popping up, one time the stack must be empty for the corresponding closing bracket, isn't it? Then we say that the the parenthesis is balanced by returning a true value. Else means either match this false or the stack is not empty. Stack is not empty, but after scanning all the things, stack is not empty still. Then we say that it is unbalanced parenthesis by returning a false value into it. How do we make use of this function? Just by uh, passing the values, the set of the parentheses as an argument into the function parallel. We pass the value, and whatever the value is going to be returned, that's going to be printed on the screen. So it's the easiest way to implement it in Python. Thank you. Thanks for watching.